Welcome to SVG-TV News for Wednesday, January 22nd. I'm Jimmy Prince with the details. As a mark of respect for the National Day of Mourning, flags at the House of Parliament, Financial Complex and the Venezuelan Embassy were all flown at half-mast today, while the New Democratic Party's headquarters had a black flag raised in front of their headquarters. Cabinet declared today a day of mourning to honor the 5 lives lost and 2 missing at sea from the Fancy minibus rock gutter accident, which occurred on Monday, January 12th. The Georgetown Secondary School, as well as the North Union Secondary, held services today for the students who perished and are missing. Meanwhile, somber music was played on the various radio stations, including SVG Television's SVG Broadcasting's Hits FM and Easy Radio. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Dr. Raul Gonzalez has pledged the government's assistance to those affected and said that the state will be covering the cost of the funeral service on Sunday. The viewing of the bodies will commence from 8 a.m., while the actual service and the tributes will begin at 11 a.m. at Fancy. Lessons from the tragedy now. Opposition leader Adam Eustace, in an interview with SVG Television News, impressed upon the nation to search for meaning behind the tragedy. He said the gravity of life must never be forgotten, and as a consequence, persons must strive to find the purpose.
We have official mourning. But the mourning started since the event. And I expect it will continue for a long time after this event, especially the families, as they seek to adjust their lives, having lost their loved ones. I want to encourage everybody in this country to look at this tragedy and see what message we can take from it. To be a bit more caring of our families and indeed all our friends, relatives, and even those who are not friends or relatives. The impact of this event on our society has been great.
The opposition leader said that he and the other members of his party have been privately visiting those affected by the accident at their homes, and he called on the public to stay away from politicizing the issue.
I find that too much effort is made to politicize this particular issue. It's not a political issue. It is a human tragedy. It impacts on all our emotions. Let us just concentrate on doing the best we can to help carry the families through this difficult period and beyond. Not to restrict our comments to that particular type of area. Our job is to do whatever we can to emotionally support.
Security advisor in the Prime Minister's office, Sir Vincent Beach, also expressed his condolences to the people of Fancy. He said that government will continue to help those affected.
But it's only showing us that we really have to live closer to God and to ask Him to take care of us, to guide us, and to protect us. I am going up to the funeral on Sunday, certainly, and anything that we can do, well, the government is doing all that it can, anything that I personally can do, because I have friends up there as well, and so on, that I'm quite prepared to do. That's my heartfelt condolences go out to the people, not only those who have lost, but specifically to those, but the whole community, because it's a community thing, and I can understand the anguish and the pain that they're suffering now.
Well, it is now 10 days since the tragic rock gutter accident took place, leaving 5 dead and 2 victims still missing at sea. The Deputy Commissioner of Police says that the police force will not stop searching until the families of the victims have been reunited with the bodies of their loved ones.
For your information, the exercise, the search and rescue continues as we speak, so we have not given up. We are really hopeful that we can find those 2 bodies that are missing so that the families can have some sort of comfort knowing that.
The people of this country have been expressing their condolences to the relatives of the victims of the fancy minibus rock gutter accident. SVG Television took to the streets of Kingstown to get their sentiments.
To say to the parents who lost their children that God is still in control. Yes, we will grieve, but do not grieve without hope, because someday, if you prepare right, you will see them again. So God be with you, and I sincerely hope that and pray that you're getting the support you need. I know St. Vincent is behind you and supporting you, and we're praying for you.
Condolences to them family, their relative, you know what I mean? And make sure they're happy and all them kind of thing, you know? Make sure everything's safe with them. And because it's touching everybody, and something touching every single body, you know, because remember I always one and thing, so something touching everybody, you know? And you know?
Because that was a wake-up call. That event that took place, that is a message from God to say to us, He is still here, He is real, and we need to stop this fighting down, fighting one another, living our lives as if it belongs to us, and live closer to God and actually live for Him. Parents, gone are the days when parents used to bring their children on their knees by their bedside. Let us pray before you go to bed. Let us pray before you leave home at mornings. They don't do that anymore.
I just feel sad for the whole lot of them that pass away, and those who they can't find, I feel very sad about it.
I just want to give my condolences to all of those who have been lost. I know it feels to lose someone, it's a very, very dreadful feeling, and I hope they get through it with health and strength of God.
Yes, I want to say condolences to them, and it's a very sad moment for them and also for the country.
They are in my prayers and my thoughts, and especially to my dear friend Nelsia. I wanted to keep the faith and be strong, and God will always be on her side.
Since the incident took place, we've been playing a blame game. But we need to get away from the blame game and realize that these things do happen and would happen, but it's how we deal with the situation. We need to first of all be thankful that God, in His wisdom, lives were saved, and it's the mercy of God why life was saved in a situation like that.
I'm asking those of you who are bereaved, hold closer to the Lord, because He promised to be a shelter in the time of storm. Right, so let us put our trust in Him, and it's a wake-up call for us to live more closer to the Lord.
Maybe it's just a matter of time before the family gets over, and I believe if they just continue to trust and believe in God, He will help them and guide them through the situation.
Some news on the international airport at Argyle now. According to Communications Officer Jennifer Richardson, the Argyle International Airport is expected to become operational by this summer. Richardson says that while there have been challenges, the airport is now progressing at a quicker pace. She emphasized that persons should note the difference between completed and operational.
Now, the Argyle International Airport project is progressing, and it's progressing now at an even more rapid rate. When we started the construction of the airport, of course, we had anticipated some times, some maybe not as practical as we would have liked, but nonetheless, you had to work towards something. Right now, I believe we are in target to have the airport operational by mid-summer this year, and that is what we're working towards. Now, there are a number of variables that can contribute to us not meeting that target, but we're committed to it, and we're going to do our best.
Earlier today, Business, Logistics and the Chamber of Industry and Commerce collaborated to conduct the first business seminar here, dubbed Leading with Impact. Speaking at the opening at the Methodist Church Hall in Kingstown, owner of Business Logistics, Simone Murray, stated that her company is attempting to fulfill the needs of businesses in St. Vincent and the Grenadines and the development of the human resource skills.
There has been a serious void on the market for a number of years now. In the days when Center for Enterprise Development was up and running, these seminars used to occur almost on a monthly basis, sometimes twice a month. So we're seeking to fulfill that need.
President of the Chamber of Industry and Commerce, Christine Da Silva, indicated that this seminar will add benefits to the business sector in St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
I think it's important that you need to revise a little bit your strategies during the year. I think this is an excellent opportunity for us to get our year in focus and get moving. We lead by example, so through our examples we hope to encourage our staff as well to rise, let's say, to the business.
Meanwhile, facilitator Ian Blanchard highlighted that among the qualities needed by a good business person was the ability to manage the most important brand, which is themselves.
We are all owners of our companies. We present ourselves to an organization and bring value. And we have to begin to see ourselves differently for us to understand the value we can bring.
In other news, yesterday the Ministry of Health, Wellness and the Environment launched the Expanded Diabetic Care Program. The launching, which took place at the Ministry of Health conference room, was dubbed Self-Empowerment, the Key to Diabetic Control. The aim of the Ministry of Health is to improve diabetes primary care services across the country. Speaking at the launch, Dr. Roger Duncan stated that in 2013, diabetes was the third leading cause of death among non-communicable diseases, and Louis Deschamps, Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Health, highlighted that amputations, eye disorders, among others, are complications of diabetes. The overall goal of the Expanded Diabetic Care Program is to improve the quality of care for persons with diabetes in the primary care services. Careers Eve Prize, that should be Careers Eve Prize winner Renella Allen of Diamond Estate is the first prize winner in the Eve Fridge Full of Food promotion. Stocked with a generous amount of Eve products, the thrilled mother said that her boss had encouraged her to enter the competition, after which she placed 5 labels of Eve products in an envelope and submitted it. Second prize went to Delivia Batiste of Camden Park, who received a 6-burner stove, while the third prize was won by Janelle Stapleton of Camden Park. Sales and Marketing Manager of Careers Hazels, Latoya George, said that her company was delighted to give their customers value for their hard-earned money. She urged them to continue to shop for Eve products.
First prize winner of the Eve Christmas Fridge Full of Food promotion. As you can see here, she has a fridge chock full of Eve products, also Svedka vodka, Stag Beer, and Shamdor wine. So we just want to say thank you very much for choosing Eve, and I'm sure I think I spoke to you before, you said you're a regular purchaser of Eve, and we thank you very much for that, and we can encourage you to continue to choose Eve. There are so many different varieties and options in this particular brand, and it's value for money, which is what Eve is all about. So just want to say again, thank you very much for choosing Eve, and congratulations, and I hope you enjoy your fridge full of food.
How do you feel about winning the grand prize?
Speechless. Just want to say thank you to my boss, Miss Chris, and my co-worker, Madonna. They encouraged me, "Can you custom buy try thing?" I'm like, "No, man, them things don't get it all that." You know, still I tried and I was practicing. Well, I use a lot of products. I use the oil, the beef, the milk, the sausages, all that sweet.
Okay, so you love the sausages. Well, you know, Eve is the first family of fine foods, and as you would know, and you can see here, we have a very wide range of products.
Yes, please. And cooking oil, Eve luncheon.
Any problem? No. And how long have you been using Eve products?
For a long time now.
Okay. And your favorite product to use is what?
Is it milk?
The milk?
The Eve milk.
Okay. And you use it in your teas and stuff like that?